All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to your legacy journey. And I'm really pleased to invite Corinne Kazaza on the call with me. We're going to be talking about the monthly journey we're taking. And Corinne is the first of the year that we're going to present. She's going to be talking in July about memoirs and how to write your memoir. And I'm really excited to have her. So if you've ever asked questions like, how do I get started writing my memoir? How do I share my wisdom? And actually the other question that I think a lot of people ask is, I just have an ordinary life. I don't have all this, wisdom. What do I have to share? She's going to help us get really clear about that. So welcome, Corinne.
Hey, Laurie. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. So I wanted to ask you if you could share with people how you're going to do this class. What is this memoir class going to be all about?
Sure. So, well, like you were saying, the first thing is people don't know how to get started. So that is how I will start the class. I'll give a technique for people to get all their ideas on the page, because that will be the first piece of writing their book. And we'll talk about limiting beliefs and how they are like a boa constrictor and how you can let them go. And I will give people one simple technique that they can use to do that, and they can continue to do it on their own. Mm-hmm. I'll talk about the importance of synchronicities while you're writing. I've had some incredible synchronicities happen to me in the middle of my books, and they are things that always let you know you're on the right track, so it's important to pay attention to those. We'll talk about, we'll do a short heart breath meditation, because for me, it's really important to get grounded and centered in your heart before you start to write. And I never teach the nuts and bolts of writing. I teach getting your personality and your ego out of the way so the writing can flow through you. And that's the important purpose of meditation. And then finally, we'll talk about the importance of creating and adhering to a schedule. And your schedule doesn't even have to look like a schedule, but you do have to have one. So, and of course, people can ask me whatever they like along the way.
Wow, that sounds awesome. So you mentioned something about synchronicities. Can you give an example of what you mean by that?
Sure. So one day when I was living in Sedona, I was writing a scene in Walk Like an Egyptian. And so I wrote the scene about my house in Boston where I grew up, and my dad planted portulacas, these little colorful flowers. He had them planted in the top of a cement fence in Boston. And I wrote that scene, and I walked out the door to get my mail, and I had this big, huge cement planter. And I did not inherit my dad's green thumb. There was nothing in that planter. I never put anything in it, right? It's not my thing. So I walked by it, and I did a double take. Like, there were 2 flowers in the planter. I'm like, did they spring up overnight? And I took a closer look, and I'm like, those are portulacas. Like, are they really portulacas? Like, I thought it was crazy. There was a red one and a yellow one. And I went back in the house and Googled portulaca, and that is what they were. So I was like, okay, universe, I get it. I'm on the right track.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's so fun. And I think we've all had, situations like that happen, where we're reminded like, oh yes, this is going on. I must be on the right track.
Yeah, I totally think that universe is always giving us messages. We just need to pay attention.
Exactly. Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for talking about what this class is like. I want everyone to just check out here. This is the information for the class, and we are really excited to have this memoir class going. And I invite everyone to just go to laurierubenstein.com, go to events, and then that is the place that you can sign up.
All excellent.
Right. Yeah, well, thanks for being with us. And
absolutely.
See you in July.
Okay.
Okay.